Fox News legal analyst Chanley Painter.
And what did you hear on your radio?
Actually wore pink.
Dispatch said that he couldn't wake them up.
Of people, mostly women, have gathered outside of the Plymouth Superior Courthouse to show their support for Lindsay Clancy.
What did you see when you got to that back room?
He did it. Patrick did it, not Lindsay.
There was a body of a young child.
Women don't strangle.
Recall what he was wearing?
Okay, so I am not going to let this go until someone is indicted, and it's not Lindsay.
Shirtless, I believe he was just in a diaper.
The system failed her. She was begging for help.
Did you later learn that child's name was Dawson Clancy?
I did.
Lindsay Clancy is obviously not guilty.
Can you describe his physical appearance when you saw him?
Lindsay Clancy, in my opinion, is not guilty.
He was discolored, like a bluish purple.
Alyssa Milano today is joining Lindsay Clancy's sympathizers.
What did you see?
God love her.
2 children on the floor.
Did she go to jail or?
No.
Motionless.
Patrick, it's looking like you killed your kid.
And and paramedics were working on them.
Receive the support that she deserves.
Love you, Lindsay, and we're here for you. We're here to show support and love for her.
And did you later learn that those children were Cora Clancy and Callan Clancy?
Yes.
What in the Chris Watts' house? Allegedly, Patrick did it.
The children were killed by ligature strangulation. Ligature strangulation causes the victim to become unconscious anywhere from 10 seconds up to a minute. The more the victim struggles, the longer it takes. After the victim is unconscious, the ligature must be held in place with force, squeezing the neck for up to an additional 4 to 5 minutes to cause death. Therefore, she had to strangle each of them to unconsciousness and then make sure the bands were squeezing their little necks for several minutes. She could have changed her mind at any point during that time and removed those bands from their necks, and she did not.
Howdy ho there, neighbors! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Edie. Today, please do me the honor of calling me Dolly. Dolly Parton. I've always wanted to be like her. She's unapologetically fabulous. You know, went to the grave and sequins and rhinestones and fringe and glitter and bold makeup and her big hair. Yes, please. Yes, please. Ladies, let's look to her as our role model for aging. You are never too old to be fabulous. Let's also adopt Dolly's attitude. Like, no one could hurt her. People would call her a dumb blonde, and she would say, well, I know I'm not dumb, and I know I'm not blonde. You just have to be able to laugh at yourself. Super, super talented. I mean, her songwriting skills, next level. She's left us with a catalog of wonder. I also love hearing her talk. You know Gidget from Secret Life of Pets? Gidget always reminded me of Dolly's voice. Just so cute and kind of squeaky. Oh, she was the cutest. It's so sad. But we know where she is because she believed that Jesus is Lord. And she was very bold with her faith. She wasn't shy about it. She would talk about Jesus. So she is with the Lord now. Jesus Christ, who is God incarnate, born of a virgin, walked this earth sinless, tempted as we are, but never sinned, took a punishment on a cross that we are all worthy of, because the wages of sin is death, and we are all sinners. God is not a man that he should lie. So Jesus Christ, who is fully God and fully man, willingly laid down his life. Nobody took it from him. And he took and bore our sins, took a sinner's punishment, endured a brutal, agonizing death, and said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do, before giving up his spirit on the cross. He was put into a tomb, and 3 days later that tomb was empty, and he ascended to the right hand of the Father, where he now reigns. He's coming back soon. And that is excellent news. I encourage each and every one of you to share it. Gospel means good news. How beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Never be ashamed to share the gospel. So I take comfort in knowing that that's where Dolly is. Put in the comments what your favorite Dolly look, Dolly movie, or Dolly song is, or even Dolly quote. And let me know if you've ever been to Dollywood. I've been one time. It was fantastic. It was summer before 7th grade, and that's the first time I experienced Dippin' Dots, and I loved it. I got the rainbow kind. It was just like little rainbow crystals that were so satisfying in the heat of July. Oh, goodness gracious, sakes alive. I just don't want to run into Candace there if I go again. You know what I mean? 2 fun facts about Dolly. She wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same evening. And Elvis actually wanted to record I Will Always Love You. And Dolly told everyone, I'm recording with Elvis. He wants to record I Will Always Love You. She gets there. His people say, we require 70% of the publishing, the copyright, the royalties of it all. And she said, this is my most important copyright. You can't have it. And they said, well, you can't record with Elvis then. She said, okay, bye. But she was grieved by that because she really wanted to record with Elvis. Years later, of course, Whitney recorded it, and Dolly made millions. Go, girl. Also, a third fun fact, Dolly had an album in recent years where she recorded that song, I Will Always Love You, with an Elvis sound-alike. So, we will miss you, Dolly. I made this top in 10 minutes, but I have several photos saved to my phone already that I will be using for inspiration to make Dolly-esque costumes this weekend. This is my Sabrina Carpenter wig that is now one with the top because it is stuck to the sequins and there's no separating the two. I will get to the beauty supply this weekend as well and get a taller, more platinum, fluffier Dolly wig to do her justice. We love you, Dolly, and we will miss you. Okay, well, today we're going to be talking about Lindsay Clancy. Talk about the 180 here. Be a Dolly. I'd rather stay talking about Dolly because this subject matter about Lindsay Clancy burns my biscuits. It sickens me. I mean, look at these babies. Look at that. Cora, Dawson, and Callan. Cora, Dawson, Callan. Forgive me. Look how beautiful they were. Oh my goodness. What a blessing those children were. Oh, you know, I take comfort. I'm not going to cry. I take comfort in knowing that Jesus was there to welcome them in. Because just think and look at this. Look at these sweet babies. Look at them. You know, imagine the horror that they experience looking at their mother, like confused. Look up, because I'm not going to go over it because I will throw up. Look up what the body experiences during strangulation. It's awful. They died horrific deaths, and they are the victims in this situation, not Lindsay Clancy. So, in case you were wondering where I stand, I have no sympathy or compassion for Lindsay. I have sympathy and compassion for women who are experiencing postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis. Those women deserve our care because we're not meant to carry burdens alone. We weren't. Especially, that's why they say it takes a village to raise a child. My goodness, you're responsible for another human. Those women deserve our care. They absolutely do. I don't feel any compassion or empathy towards Lindsay. I think she's cold, calculated, and callous. And it was premeditated, in my opinion. If we're just going by the facts that have been presented in the case, she had previously checked herself in because she was experiencing symptoms, intrusive thoughts. Then she told the doctor, I think she was there for 5 days, correct me if I'm wrong, then she told the doctor, I'm ready to go, I'm fine, I'm not experiencing any thoughts of harming anyone, so I'm good to go. Okay. What is a doctor supposed to do? Say, no, your eyes are kind of weird, we're going to keep you here. Okay. Then women would be screaming, bodily autonomy, let her go. Let her go. There's no winning. She was good to go. Okay. She sent her husband to a restaurant for takeout, and I think it was reported, correct me if I'm wrong, that he was even perplexed by that because it was a restaurant that was farther away than the typical restaurants that they frequented when ordering takeout. Like, why am I going here? Okay, but she wants me to go, I'll go. Then she Googled how long he'd be gone. Like, how much time do I have to carry out my plan? Several opportunities for her to not do what she did. And she didn't take any of them. She did what she did. There's no question that she did it. This not guilty by reason of insanity is ridiculous. Are we okay with giving serial killers the same out? I've studied serial killers all throughout my graduate life. Okay, I have my master's in forensic psychology. We all know that I was like obsessed with serial killers before the Lord saved me. I think we can all agree that serial killers are suffering from mental illness. Right? Ed Gein, Psycho was made after, or modeled after the Ed Gein story. Look up Ed Gein. Crazy, actually crazy. Had visions of his dead mother, was a grave robber. We can agree that he suffered from some type of mental illness, yes? And it was good that he was caught. And he would need to be held accountable for his actions, yes, even though he had some type of mental impairment. So are we really willing to extend that olive branch to everyone who commits these awful crimes, saying, well, they were just not right in the head. They were suffering from a disease. Okay, that might very well be true. They don't need to be in polite society. Am I right? So why are we giving Lindsay this out? Like, she was dealing with postpartum psychosis. The doctors are to blame because they prescribed her the medicine. She didn't need to take the medicine. We have all the information at our fingertips now. It's not like you have to go, but you guys remember the encyclopedia collections, the hardback encyclopedia collections, A through Z, and you'd have to look with the 0.5 font for what you were searching for. Not anymore. It's called Google. And you can Google the exact medication, the side effects. You can Google studies on it. If I take this with this, what are the risks? What are the side effects? How is this going to affect my body? And she's a nurse. Very smart, intelligent woman. None of these are excuses. Are we going to go after alcohol distributors? Somebody gets drunk, drives drunk, and kills? Are they not to blame? Is it the alcohol? Like, people, we just should not have alcohol. There should be distributing alcohol. Let's go back to the Prohibition era. Alcohol is illegal because look what has happened now with all the drunk drivers. You know what I mean? Like, how far do we really want to take this? Lindsay, there's no question that she did it. She did it. And she needs to be held accountable for what she did. I don't understand these crazy women who are saying, same Lindsay, same. All of them need to be investigated. Their kids, we need to check on them. Well check. The ones setting up a tripod and a ring light and hitting record before sobbing into the camera and throwing ice into the tub whilst rocking their precious little miracle babies, saying, same Lindsay, those women all need to be investigated. Now, granted, I believe a lot of them they've jumped on the bandwagon because they want that attention. Just go to TikTok. View the hits that they're getting, that these videos are getting. Ridiculous. I don't think they realize what they're saying and what they're doing. Plus, the internet is forever, and Lord willing, your kids are going to grow up and be able to see that you were, while holding them when they were in diapers and relying on you for survival, you were filming yourself crying, acting a fool, and lamenting over having to be their mother. Okay, I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened to the women. I don't know. Jay Witt and I were having a conversation the other day, group therapy. One of the reasons that we ended up here was the last few phases or waves, is that what we're referring to them at? Oh, can't talk. Feminism really did us in. Really did us in. And the Me Too movement. So now it's like women are not to blame for a darn thing. We have a permanent victim card that I'm not even going to include myself in that. They have permanent victim cards that they can pull out. I am not a feminist. I support patriarchy, love men. I believe men are important and valuable. I believe that they are to be honored. In scripture, it tells us Adam was created first and then Eve. Adam was not deceived, but Eve was deceived. Men are important. I honor men. I love men. I am not a feminist. It's not always somebody else's fault. But what if the doctor had kept her there? Again, everyone would have been up in arms. Bodily autonomy. A woman's right to choose when she is okay. She is okay. You are holding her against her will. You are violating her rights. You are taking away her bodily autonomy. Okay. But since they let her go, because they took her word for it, is that they failed her. They should have kept her there. It's whoever prescribed her the cocktail of medicine that she was on. Their fault. They should be held accountable. Candace Owens said, it's the doctors. They should be in prison. What do you mean? You have the option to not take the medicine. We are responsible for our own actions. We are. You are responsible for taking life away from children, Lindsay. She should not see freedom. No, back when I used to like Oprah, I had her, 20th anniversary DVD collection. I watched one of her super duper old interviews where she went into a women's, not asylum, but she visited women who were permanently there because they had their children. It was just like, why were you ever even allowed out? Why aren't you in jail? Why were you allowed to have more children? Because one of the women had 3 of her children. 3. The first one, she went and got psychiatric help. They let her go. Had another baby, same thing. Same cycle. Third one, finally, she's permanently instituted. Okay, so it took 3 children. Okay. I'm just not willing to risk that. Are you willing to risk that? Scott Peterson, jail. Chris Watts, jail. A number of them could say, well, I wasn't in my right mind. Are we really going to say, okay, well, that's fine. Let him go. There needs to be just a standard. This is standard across the board for everyone. You do this. This is the result. Point blank, period. It's not determined based on gender. Women are not victims. Women are not oppressed. This is not the Stone Ages. We have all the luxuries afforded to men. More so. We're doing better than men. Okay? My goodness. Men get the short end of the stick 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10, they get the short end of the stick. It's always the man's fault. Goodness, they can't walk or sit still without getting in trouble. You can't scream independence and shout it from the rooftop and do this and do that and march in the streets, the Women's March, whatever, and then say that this woman who you stood in solidarity with when y'all wanted your independence takes the lives of her 3 children, and now you're saying, well, it wasn't her fault. It was the men in her life. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It makes no sense, and you can't make sense out of nonsense. And these women are crazy. I don't know how we got here. But it's embarrassing. They really did a sin. So, what are your thoughts on Lindsay Clancy? How you think this trial is going to end? And don't forget to tell me your favorite thing about Dolly. I love you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow. I need to go take this wig off now.